Hey y'all, it's Mama Beth and I'm in the kitchen and it's Saturday evening and all the chores are done, everything's finished, and I thought I'd sit down and film a video and talk about things that have been happening recently. You know, we've seen some terrible tragedies lately. Last week there was the shooting in Las Vegas at the concert, the largest mass shooting in history is what they're saying. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what that man's motive was. We'll probably never know. But all I know in my heart is that I'm praying for the victims, for the families of the people who were killed, and for the people who are injured and trying to heal, and their families. And I don't know what to do other than pray, because there's no rhyme or reason to this. But you know, we've seen a lot of things happening recently that have caused so much hurt and anger and strife. We've had two earthquakes in Mexico. We've had all these terrible hurricanes, you know, Houston, you know, the Bahamas, Caribbean, Florida. It's been bad, but people have come together and are trying to help one another to rebuild and recoup and heal. And that's some good that can come out of a tragedy, is people finding kindness, because you have to practice kindness. Now, when I counsel couples, usually the first thing I say is, are you kind to one another? Do you practice kindness? And people go, what? You know, we forget how to be kind to one another. We forget how to speak to one another. And it's more than just respect and compassion. Kindness makes you stop and think and weigh your words out before you say them. If someone speaks to you in an angry tone, do you raise your tone and get louder, or do you talk to them lower and try to calm the situation down and talk to them and smooth things out and find peace? You know, that's the way you practice kindness. You know, you do it every day, and you do it with a purposeful intent. You are intent on being kind to people. And you know, I'm Christian, but I love reading about all faiths, and I've studied world religions. In fact, I've taken several world religions classes because I just find it fascinating. And I like to read different texts, and I've read the Bible several times and the Quran and the different religious literatures. And I like that. I like to learn about it. But one of the things that I enjoy finding that all of these texts seem to have in common, and they all connect in that way, is that they teach kindness, to be good to each other, to be good to your fellow man, good to your spouse, your children, your neighbor. And I want to read to you from some different texts. And this is from the Bible. This is 2 Samuel 2:6. May the Lord now show you kindness and faithfulness, and I too will show you the same favor because you've done this. Okay, now that's the Bible. And you know, we look to the Bible as Christians to find our way, to find our hope. You know, a lot of people just read and they find peace. But the Quran also speaks of kindness. It's very important in Islam, when you read the entire Quran, to find the peace and the kindness and what it says about it. Here we go. Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them in ways that are best and most gracious, for your Lord knows best who has strayed from his path and who are truly gilded. And then this is one I really enjoy. Do you know what is better than charity and fasting and prayer? It is keeping peace and good relations between people, as quarrels and bad feelings destroy mankind. Spot on, right? Okay, let's move to Hinduism. This one is one of my favorites. The one who loves all intensely begins perceiving in all living beings a part of himself. He becomes a lover of all, a part and parcel of the universal joy. He flows with the stream of happiness and is enriched by each soul. And that part is from Yajurveda. And then last, and certainly not least, because I really enjoy Buddhism, I enjoy the tenets. Anything that annoys you is for teaching you patience. Anyone who abandons you is for teaching you how to stand up on your own 2 feet. Anything that angers you is for teaching you forgiveness and compassion. Anything that has power over you is for teaching you how to take your power back. Anything you hate is for teaching you unconditional love. Anything you fear is for teaching you courage to overcome your fear. Anything you can't control is for teaching you how to let go and trust the universe. And sometimes we do have to just let go. Let go of our anger, let go of our hurt, and find in each thing that happens during our day some kernel, some grain of goodness and kindness that we can cling to, even in the worst of days. You know, even when things get hard, when friends maybe don't act the way we want them to, or maybe we haven't gotten the things done that we wanted, maybe we haven't finished all our tasks, and we're really hard on ourselves. Stop for a minute, take a breath, and say, I'm going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to be kind to others. We teach that to children, and I think sometimes the adults need to have a lesson. Be kind to one another. Be good to one another. Take care of each other. And as always, I love you, and you love you. Bye-bye, y'all.